Well, hello, farming friends, and welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mistermoose. And today we are on the Coldborough Park Farm map, and we're on the dedicated server. So if there's a little herky-jerky, that's the reason why. Just doing a little solo work though here. Landy, Recon, and I were on the other night, just kind of goofing off, and we demolished a couple of fields here of barley and wheat and made some bales. And today I'm going to be doing a little bale chasing. Something that I don't really do very often in my videos because, well, I haven't been playing maps that require bales. And so, yeah, you don't do baling when you don't need to. So, but that's what I thought I would do today is just jump on here and record a little baling and just kind of take a relaxed day. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to be using the Merlot for a telehandler on this map, and then I'll be baling with it, and then or grabbing bales with it, loading and unloading. It's a pretty good little telehandler if you're playing in single player. And the reason I like it so much, it has 3 different drive modes. It has the all-wheel drive, or all-wheel steer, I would say, like you have with the Lemur. Then you have this one has front wheel only steering, which is what I'm using right now. And then you have the ability to do a crab mode, where all 4 wheels turn to the same direction, which is really, really nice when you're doing, let's say, well, when you're doing what I'm doing, it allows you really to fine-tune your position without, you know, and actually have it be dead on when you're stacking stuff. It's really a nice feature to have. The only problem I've had with it, the reason I'm not going to be using it in this video, and the reason I don't cycle through and show you the different versions of it, is, well, multiplayer, I've been having issues with it. I've been having issues with it locking up into a certain mode, and I'm not able to get out of it, which isn't so bad when you're in 4-wheel steering mode, or locks into the front-wheel drive mode. That's not too bad. But when it locks into crab mode and you can't get out of it, yeah, that's not fun. Because you essentially can't make a turn, and yeah, you're not doing anything good when you're stuck in crab mode. So, all right, so I want to get these on the trailer. Hopefully, I remember to do all the controls right. The bell fork I'm using is called the Roberts bell fork. I don't know if you've ever seen this guy before. It's really, really nice. It has an expandable frame on it, so you can take it up or down. So you have the ability basically to do 3 bales at a time. Then it does have the locking script for the tines, so you do have to pull up to the like if I pull up to a bale, I square it up, I can actually drive straight through there. So the tines aren't solid until you tell it to lock on. So if I pull into it like so, I hit my locking key, which in my case is my shoulder and my X button on my control pad. But once I do that, then it's locked on there and it won't come off, which is really a nice feature. Alright, so I'm going to square these bales up, and that looks good. So I'm just going to come over here, do stacks of 2, and I do this all the time, and it really messes up with me. Again, my locking script is the left shoulder and the X button. Well, the X button alone is the key to dump the implement, and I end up putting the implement on the ground quite a bit, and it's just because I don't do this enough. If I did this every map, I'd be a captain at this. So we're just going to load up this trailer, and I've already done a little bit to get our feed station up and running, which it just sent me a note it's out of silage, so I'm going to have to put some more in there. So just going to do this and fill this trailer up, and then we'll take some of this up to where the pigs are and the beef are, and we'll store it up there. So everybody has their own way of doing bales. For me, I like to square up my first one, get it on my bale, then I come up, raise up, I approach my next bale, and I get my edges about right so they look good, and then I use the front wheels of the telehandler to square the bale up, the surface face of it up to the telehandler so that you're perpendicular to it, and then I just back up, lower onto the bale. If my leading edges are pretty close, I'll go with it. This one I'm just going to fine tune a little bit, because it really helps when you get into your stacking operations to have all your surfaces pretty much spot on. I think that's pretty good right there. So then I drop the bale, pull out, and then I'll reposition and pick the whole thing up. And while I could just lower straight through the bale, I tend to, just out of practice, I tend to pull back out of it and then reposition and spike it again. The only time I do like drop straight through it is when I'm just frustrated and having a bad day, when the things do stupid things. See how the bales are already just moving on the trailer? It's just ridiculous. They can't get this stuff right. It's not nearly as bad in single player as it is in multiplayer. In multiplayer, everything just wants to move around. But I do have faith that in the 1.3 bales will be a little bit better, because from what I've read, they've tweaked the locking script on the bales or on the trailers, and so things should, emphasis on the word should, be a bit better when you get into the to 1.3. We can hope anyways. Alright. So that's that. It's a pretty easy day for me today. Today is Sunday. It's Mother's Day. So I'm gonna do a little video and then spend a little time with the old mum and make her a really fancy day. So I'm going to do this pretty early. Get it out of the way. Ah, there I go. I just messed it up. Hosed it. I hate when I do that. It's just stupid. And this is going to be fun to try and get cleaned up. Oh, way to go, Moose. You idiot. So frustrating when you do that. I had those on there perfectly and was just like, oh, I'm ready to drop this down. And the next thing I know, I've Dropped the head completely. Oh well. I really need to go through my my key bindings and change a lot of these key bindings because they really are annoying. Specifically, the one I need to get rid of is the hire the AI. I never hire an AI off of a keybind, off of my gamepad. If I really need to hire the AI, I can always do that with the H button, and so I don't really need it on my gamepad. I need my hotkeys on my gamepad. The things that I do repetitively all the time, and hiring the AI is not one of them. But it gets me into trouble a lot when I go to lower my implement, and I don't, like I say, I don't get the get in a hurry, and I don't get the shoulder button depressed all the way, and then the next thing you know, I've got Harold the hired hand driving tractor everywhere, and I can't figure out why I'm going in a straight line when I'm trying to turn. It drives me nuts. Alright, let's try this. Load the bales onto the trailer, part deux. See if we can do it without being stupid again. Ooh, gonna clip over there if I don't straighten out. See, now this is where crab would be awesome. Because at crab, I could sit right here and I could make it go right where I wanted it to go. And again, it's a feature of this particular unit. The reason I'm not using it is because as I can't cycle through. It's just been glitching really bad. I'll just keep it at that. It's been glitching. Alright, that's on there. I think I saw another stack over here that I made earlier. So we'll run and grab that. And I'll actually, if I can get it all right, I should be able to get 2 stacks on this trailer. It's not going to like me, but should be able to do it. Swing around to this other side, straighten up this one that got pushed off a little bit. See if we can do this without causing too much trouble. Nope. If I push any harder, it's going to make the trailer move. Silly. Anyway. So, let's see if I can get on here a little bit better. Don't want to cause that. That didn't look like it was clipping from my angle. It's all about how you look at it, isn't it? Oh, that's not even on the trailer there. Again, it's all about how you look at it. Well, no, I don't do first person baling. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. It's this is really easy if you have a joystick and a wheel. That's the problem when using the gamepad. I can't raise and lower my boom and steer at the same time. As soon as I click down the shoulder button to do any kind of boom work, I lose steering. It's kind of stupid because those two aren't even tied together at all. So it's kind of silly. Yeah, it looks like I got all the bales over here out of the way. There's one there, there's one there. There. That's pretty straight. Straighten up my face. And so what do you guys like? Do you like the auto stacker, or do you guys like to actually bring a telehandler out into the field or a tractor out into the field with a set of forks and collect your bales? I know a lot of people just like the auto handler, which is cool. If you ever get a chance to see those in real life, they are crazy. And there's some really good video of them on YouTube if you ever just want to sit and watch something pretty darn cool. There's one where there's a couple of guys ganged up doing auto stack and auto collect, and man, you watch them do it and it's just cool because the way the game apparatus is set up, you have that little chute that's on the side, and basically you pull up, and as you get to it, theoretically the bale slides up the chute. These guys are using a side catch, and the way it works is you basically you cut real hard to the right into the bale, and there's a gate on the side of the trailer that catches the bale and then lifts it into the trailer, right? You can't catch the bale pulling straight onto it. You actually have to cut into it. And so you watch these guys and they're flying through the fields, and at the very last second cutting hard to the right into the bale so that it gets caught in the pickup. And I'm sure it took them quite a bit of time to get that maneuver down, but it's fun to watch because they're good at it. And then to watch them take those huge stacks of bales and just keep stacking them one after another in a row out at their landing, and just making long columns of bales is sweet. Alright, got a little room on the end of the trailer here, so we're gonna maximize that. That's a pretty good looking trailer right there. But we can do more, right? Do we dare go for another tier? I do, because I'm just that bold and just that dumb, because this is where I'll end up making a mistake, right? That looks pretty well lined up. So, like I say, I'm just touching it with the front wheels just to make, it looks like I got my outside lines correct. And I just touch it with my wheels to, and that one got a little off. Just touch it with my wheels to make sure that the face of it is straight with what I'm doing. Sort of messed that one up, but in the end, it looks pretty good. So we'll stick it and pin it, and we'll take that to the trailer. And this time we'll start in the back and lay forward, just so we're crossing our seams. All that's just rotating on the trailer. So funny. Can y'all see that moving? Got him just wiggling away under there. I don't know that this is going to work. Oh well. We can put them on there and see. It's crazy how much they're wiggling around. And I don't know that that necessarily happens as much in single player as it does in multiplayer. And I hear it from everybody all the time. That's multiplayer, dude. That's dedicated server. Multiplayer. You just have to bear with it. I shouldn't have to bear with it. Giant. This game has been around long enough that Giant should figure all this stuff out. I mean, it's not like it's new. They've had this franchise for a while. And, yes, they're a small little group. But they must be tiny because they don't focus on... there we went. Here's what really stinks about this is because when I do this, the locking script is still on the bales. So when I pick it up, it freaks out a lot of times. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hear that excuse from everybody. Oh, that's multiplayer. I mean, like, look at the head on this thing. When I move it up, check out the desync on that. Oh, that's multiplayer. It shouldn't be that way, though. It's, like I said, it's... I don't know. I just... To me, it shouldn't be like that. And as long as the franchise has been around, you're talking... What? 6 years? This game's been around? And they've probably been in development even longer than that. So, I mean, they've had time to work on this stuff. Granted, look, the graphics are great. And they've come a long way since their first editions of this. Because I look back even at 2013, and it looks like it looks like a joke. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's sort of cartoonish. Where this looks more... The vehicles look more realistic, and the gameplay's pretty realistic, It seems like you could get one team working on the graphics and another team working on the engine, and somebody could fix this multiplayer. A little bit off on this. Alright. That looks like I went off one way and got off on the other way. Hopefully that's right. Tap it and we'll bring it back. Close enough. So anywho, so I don't really know if you guys like all this baling stuff. It might get a little boring to you. Probably all we'll get done in this video is just baling and stacking this trailer, because it is getting kind of long here. I'm coming up on the 30-minute mark here in just a bit. And after the hour-long video that I posted yesterday, I do want to start kind of getting these back to 30 minutes. No particular reason. It's not like it bothers me to record longer. It's more about the time it takes to process it and to get it uploaded onto the internet. And then again, I don't want to make them too long where people get bored and miss, things towards the end of the video. Because you say there's some of you guys that watch the entire video, and then there's some that watch the first 10 minutes of the video and then they're done. So I try not to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. I try to talk about the more relevant stuff in the beginning, and then let the rest of it just be good gameplay towards the end. But after 30 minutes, I'm probably just talking about the same stuff over and over again. Or I get on a rant, which is always fun. I think we just about got this thing cleared. I see one little bale right there. That's about it. Hey, let me tell you one thing. If you ever had this idea of having one person drive the combine and another person follow right behind and bale, yeah, don't ever do it. It's it can become a nightmare. We did it the other night. Recon and I were harvesting with dual combines, and Landy was driving around basically just making bales, and there were bales everywhere. And as driving combine wasn't fun, because you ended up having to play dodge the bale. So yeah, not always a great idea to do that. And I need to back out of here a little bit. Not quite on a good line there. Alright, so game plan. Aw, there I went and messed it all up. Stupid. How did I do that? How did I get so far off to do that? Frustration. Everything was going well right up until that point. And you know what's funny is I barely tapped that thing, and yet I pushed it all out of whack. If I come over here and push, I guarantee you there's no way I get that straightened out. Nope, it is not going to straighten. That's what's stupid. There was the tiniest nudge that pushed this whole thing around like that. And I can't... Oh, maybe I can. Sweet! See if I can straighten this up a little bit. That's better. Alright, let's grab that other little bale, throw it on there, and we'll call this done before I make any more mistakes. Anyway, so the game plan moving forward this week, I do have a video for GPS in the works, and that will be posted in the next couple of days. Probably do some Euro Truck this week, since the Scandinavian DLC is out. I wouldn't mind doing a video on that for you guys. And yeah, that's about it. I really don't have any huge plans for this week. We'll get back to the North Brabant, and oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna tear a lot of stuff up. That's one of those pucker up moments right there. I just knew that was gonna dump everything off that trailer. Alright, so that's it for bale stacking on this this edition. I'm gonna fire this guy up, take him up to the... I'll take this set up to the pigs and the beef, because we are going to need to put some straw in for them. I've got plenty over at the dairy farm for now. The mix station is completely full, and I have about half of a trailer like this over at the dairy barn. So that's good. Good there. So we'll take this, and again I have that entire field over there I still got to work on. And I'll be honest, I'm thinking about going and getting an auto stacker for that. I don't know, this just takes so long. But if you guys enjoy it, I can keep on doing it. I don't mind. And just let me know in the comments section if y'all want to see more baling videos, and we'll go from there. And if you want to see auto stack and then restack and all that other stuff, yeah, just let me know. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up because I had all this up here because y'all don't want to watch me drive this up to the pig farm. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. It does help me out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I do new videos every day. And thanks for all the subs that we got this week. You guys are awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks again for watching this video, and if you made it all the way to the end, well, maybe you liked it. So give me a big old thumbs up. That like goes a long way. Also, subscribe to this channel. I will update the videos every single day, so there'll always be something new for you to see. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back again tomorrow. Thanks for your support.